is Santo Tomas West District's training of teachers on learning management system.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. How was your lunch? One good thing about working from home is having to eat proper lunch with your family, right? Except for those who are working on site today. Kamusta po kayo? Please invite now your colleagues, your workmates to be with us. And we really appreciate those who are watching and giving their feedbacks, their comments, and asking questions. Maayong udto sa tanan. Welcome back. Thank you so much. Murag andam na kaayo atong next simulators. So, let me see kung may mga comments na tayo, hindi pa makita. Well, anyway, so this afternoon we will only have one Welcome back. Hello. We're so sorry for the technical problem. Medyo nagka-problema dito sa building namin. But anyway, nasolusyonan agad. So we're back and thank you for those who stayed. Let me just read some comments here. Good afternoon from Ma'am Rebelin Rivero to our very own teacher, simulators, Ma'am VR and Ma'am Mage Love. Good luck. Thank you, Ma'am Rebelin. So, we have here Ma'am Regina Baogbo. Good afternoon to all. Salamat kaayo, Ma'am, kaganinang buntag pag ni si Ma'am Naminaw. Daghan kayong salamat. Pati sa imong mga kaubanan dira sa faculty room, mayong hapon. And we have Ma'am Dayan, Francis Dayan Lasea. Good afternoon, everyone. Maayong hapon, Ma'am Dayan. And to the people who are with you right now. Si Ma'am Rian de los Reyes, maayong hapon, still watching. Salamat sa mga wala ni Bia. Ma'am Ayla May Mones, good afternoon po. Maayong hapon, Ma'am Ayla. Maayong hapon sad kang Ma'am Melodel Amores. Good afternoon, Ma'am. Andito rin ang mga kasamahan nyo from junior high school. Now, this afternoon, we will have one simulation, the same process. We will still have our feedbacking right after the presentation of our simulation teams. Anyway, nakapag-attendance ba lahat kaninang umaga? If not, please inform us in the comment section, ha? Don't forget, at if ever may mga tanong kayo, please don't hesitate to write down your questions and we'll try to answer that one later on. So, we are still waiting for the simulators. Baka nagka-problema din sa kanila. Well, anyway, ang attendance for this afternoon will be flashed on the screen later on. And kung may clarifications kayo, you may ask now para okay ang lahat. So, to our viewers, may hapon, may udto, ayaw mo biya, kay kita-kita nilang yun. Gamay na lang kaayo ta. Kay ganinang buntag, ubay-ubay pata, karon nagkagamay. Nano kaya ni? Well, anyway, daghan kaayong salamat hapon kay naagi hapon mo. If you can share this video, copy the link, and then share it to your friends or workmates para makasugod na ta. Well, for this afternoon, we'll have the simulation, and tomorrow our activity will be the return demonstrations in the morning, and in the afternoon will be our closing program. So, ayun. So far, okay na ba ang lahat? Nakapag-lunch? Have you eaten your lunch? Tama ba? One good thing about working from home is that usually baka andam mo og tarong nga lunch. Kay usually pag you are going to work on site, nagabaon lang mo og lunch na available in the morning. Tama ba to? Sudan nga available sa morning. Well, anyway, that's still okay for as long as healthy o laban lang yun, especially COVID. So, some of the things that you need to do kay nagkataas ang cases sa COVID, number one, observe physical distancing or social distancing. Layo-layo sa yun, especially katong na ay mga symptoms sa COVID-19. So, are we ready now? Okay na ba? Wala pa yata. So, ready na. Okay. Now, this afternoon, allow me to present our third simulators. Senior high school teachers of Marsman National High School. Let's welcome on screen Ma'am Victoria Ruth Katigan and Miss Mage Love Abashal. Hello po. Mayong hapon,
Hi,
ma'am.
good afternoon.
Hello, how are you, Ma'am VR?
Yes, sir.
Okay, excited? Oh, yes daw. How about si Ma'am Mage Love?
Okay ra pud, sir.
Okay ra po. Unsa kaya naka-okay? Feeling nako okay kaayo. Now, Ma'am Mage Love, what's the most memorable experience when you had your rehearsals, pag-practice ninyo paggamit sa LMS?
Daghan jud kay mga bloopers, sir.
Nga naman, ma'am.
Ipangita kung asa gitapit na nakabutang ang mga activities nga ibutang sa LMS.
Medyo ano ka, ma'am? Choppy.
Kay among gipangita kung asa gibut
among ipangita kung
among
asa nakabutang ang
kung asa nakabutang ang essay. So katunga time
nangita
mi
Okay, medyo na ay problema sa signal. Well, anyway, ang problema nila, ma'am, is
kung
usually on
asa
the
nakabutang tong essay,
preparation.
sir. So murag nalingaw gyud mi sa pag ano.
How about si Ma'am VR? Unsa po'y experience ni mo, Ma'am VR, sa pag-navigate sa ato ang learning management system?
Conscious, sir. Mura siya kung sa call center pa, mura kag nag-navigate sa CMD niya ba, sa system niya. Pero kung labi nagdili, jud ka mo open, murag feeling sa puto naman ko ani, uy, asa man ni dapita pangitaon, uy. Pero later, kung nahuman na gid namo na dito dyan naman nakita o na-appreciate. Gwapo gid siya, magamit man siya sa online or himon ba nimo siya sa naipahatag nimo na activity sa mga bata. As in, dali ra gyud kayo paperless pa jud.
Okay. I think excited na po mag-start and we will try to find out kung unsay ginapasabot ni Ma'am Mage Love kaganina o ni Ma'am VR. Anyway, your process observers will be Dr. Asir M. Sonsona, Sir Ignacio Pilasco, and Ma'am Grace Santa Pidaklan. Pero depende kung available sila. I think you are ready. I will give the screen to you now. So, you may start, ma'am.
Hi, I'm Victoria Andrutitigan of Marsman National High School. So today we will be presenting to you our online class delivery. And when it comes to the design of effective learning experiences, we know that we are used to have the classroom face-to-face delivery. And since we are also experiencing the pandemic, that's why we have this different types of learning modalities. So here we will be using the LMS platform designed by the Department of Education. And I have now my student, Majulava Bashal. Good morning, love.
Good morning, ma'am.
Ay, ang ganda mo today.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. And so you are.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Joke lang, ma'am.
-5.
Ang ganda mo, ma'am.
+20.
Thank you.
Okay, Lava, you're excited for our today's lesson.
Yes, I'm very excited to use this LMS, ma'am.
Good. So I know that you are quite educated already about the navigation of the LMS, but I want to share, especially the navigation, because it's not that easy. So I hope our viewers today will also enjoy. Okay, love. So now we will start. Kindly pull up your LMS account, please.
So I am here, ma'am.
There. So I have seen 2 courses. Of course, I am your oral com teacher. Click the oral com button. There you go. That will be the flow of our lesson for today. The types of speech context, and we'll be discussing the two. So before we will proceed to our lesson proper, let me first check if you could still remember our last discussion. So click the review.
Okay. Oh.
And kindly read the instruction.
Identify the flow of communication process cycle by dragging the text to each picture.
Very good. So you may now start answering.
Okay. First, sender. Now, you have the message, the code, channel. No, not the code. The code. I'm done, Ma.
Okay, so since you're done, you may now click the blue button, the check. Let's check. And you got it correctly. Perfect.
Yay!
Ang saya mo.
Yes.
Okay, but then all of these icons, beautiful icons, what are these?
So these are the communication process cycle. So we have the sender, the message, the encode, the channel, the receiver, and the last one is the decode.
Very good. Awesome. Okay, proceed now to the next course. So now next you will be having the photo presentation. Click and there's an instruction there. Boom, that one.
Yeah.
Describe each photo.
Okay. So for this photo, we can see a man holding a picture and he was thinking what would be the emotion that he will be given. It is either happy or sad. So that would be my interpretation for this picture, ma'am.
Aren't they triplets?
I guess not.
Okay, now turn the photo. So this is what we call intrapersonal communication.
I see.
Good description. Proceed to the next photo.
For this photo, I can see four people talking with each other, or we can say they are socializing with one another. So that would be my interpretation for this photo, ma'am.
Very good. But as I can see the photo, this is not applicable anymore because we have now the pandemic, no social distancing.
Yes.
Okay, guys. So now turn the photo. And this is the interpersonal communication. So the first one, we have the intra. So the second one is the interpersonal communication. And that will be our topic for today. Proceed, please. So for our learning objectives, at the end of this discussion, you will be able to differentiate the intrapersonal and interpersonal communication, classify pictures into intrapersonal or interpersonal communication, and share the importance of expressing oneself through oral communication, solving gender issues. So lab, I have here a video clip for you. Kindly click first the interpersonal communication. But before you will click the play button, I want you to have your pen and paper. So whatever will be the information that you wanted to jot down in your paper, you can keep it.
Okay,
Okay,
ma'am.
good. Click now the start button. Watch and learn.
Done, ma'am.
Okay, very good. So from the video, love, kindly share what you have learned.
Okay, from the video, if we talk about interpersonal communication, it is an exchange of information between two or more persons. So it should be there are more persons in interpersonal communication.
Very good. Now proceed to the left bottom, that one. Click for the intrapersonal communication.
Done, ma'am?
Okay. So this time, how about the intrapersonal communication?
Okay, based on the video, interpersonal communication from the word intra means within. So this is a communication with oneself or self-talk. Just like when you are talking yourself in front of the mirror or having a daydream. So that is an intrapersonal communication.
Wow, very good. You really listen well and watch the video well. So now, Lab, I want you first to, since you've already described the intrapersonal and interpersonal communication, do you have any experiences in communication or any experiences with gender issues with regards to interpersonal communication?
For interpersonal communication, I could say that um, men and women have different ways in communication. For example, men, most of the time, men expressing themselves with a group of boys. So they are likely to express themselves with a group of boys. While for women, we are expressing ourselves with our friends, a group of female friends. So for interpersonal communication, that is for interpersonal communication.
Very good. Okay, how about the intrapersonal communication? Have you tried that you are talking to yourself and someone is, unsa naman ka, mura makadrag na, or like that?
Yes. For example, actually, I'm a type of person who are love to be alone. So I like having a daydream, especially I want to go to Korea. So I am daydreaming that I went to Korea, meeting my idols there. And sometimes I write or jot down what I want in the future. So that was my experience in intrapersonal communication.
Yeah, I guess all of us already experience the intrapersonal communication, especially when we are weighing things. Mo adto dili mo kaon ani dili, di ba? Uh,
Yes, ma'am.
Not only those experiences, similar experiences that we have, but don't you know that listening to a song and you already memorized the song, yung bang tinatawag nilang LSS, last song syndrome, that
Yeah.
is also considered as an intrapersonal communication. Okay, for me to further check if you already understand the interpersonal and interpersonal communication, let's proceed to our next activity, the verses, that one. Okay, so there are two columns here, and these are the interpersonal communication and intrapersonal communication. And on your right corner, there are also boxes contains phrases or sentences. So all you need to do is to drag the box if that is an intrapersonal communication, drag it to intra. If that is an enter, drag it to the interpersonal communication. Okay, so you may now start answering.
What parties involved? Inter- Involving relationship person. There are varied reasons for people to engage in communication. Teachers become to occur with the individual life itself. There are no external
Hello. Hi. Parang naputol yung ano nila. I think medyo nawala silang dalawa. Siguro sa signal. Parang akong nakikita nyo ngayon. I'm so sorry. Anyway, they'll be back there trying to fix everything. So parang nawala, di ba? Hello pala sa mga friends ko, sa mga kasama ko from Tulalian National High School. Let's try to to check some of the greetings here. Okay. We have good luck Ma'am VR and good luck Ma'am Mage from Miss Rian de los Reyes. Sabi naman ni Sir Simplicio, go Marsman National High School. Go, go, go. Ay, nasobra. Sabi naman ni Ma'am Nordilin Pamugas, go, go, go Marsman NHS. Mayang hapon sa inyo ha, ma'am. Sir? Good luck man, Mage Love and Ma'am VR, sabi ni Ma'am. Sir Val Abiera. So thank you so much for your greetings. If you have concerns, if you have questions, don't hesitate to post them in our live chat. So I guess ready na. So pwede nang magpatuloy sila. Okay na ang signal. Parang nagka-problema lang sa connection.
refers to something involving relations between persons. Third, there are varied reasons for people to engage in communication. And for the last one, there is feedback from the parties involved. While in intrapersonal communication, I choose these four answers. First, refers to something occurring within the individual mind or self. Second, there are no external parties involved. Third, may involve critical analysis or even a response to loneliness. And for the last one, there is only individual feedback.
Very good. I guess you can now differentiate or classify the two, the interpersonal and intrapersonal communication. Okay, proceed to our next activity. So this time it's a where's that? Okay, so this is a flashcard. Kindly pull up.
Wow.
Noon, yung flashcard hinahawakan. Ngayon,
Yeah.
click na lang. Diba? So, the instruction, read please.
Identify each pictures as interpersonal communication or interpersonal communication.
Okay, so all you need to do is to fill in the answer inside the box there. That one. Okay, so start answering now.
I will going to click the check, ma'am.
Yes, please. Very good. It's cool, right? Oh, awesome. Very good. Great. Very good. Awesome.
Just one of the guys down here. Well, to be more specific.
Good job. Very good. Last one. And click show results. Nakakatuwa. Isang magaling na bata. Very good.
Thank you so
10 out of 10. You really clearly now understand the interpersonal communication and intrapersonal communication. And I'm so happy you got a perfect score. Now proceed to the next course, activity.
Mm.
Here. Intrapersonal communication and interpersonal communication. Choose the correct statement. So just click the correct statement about our topic.
Am I going to start, ma'am?
Yes, please.
Interpersonal communication involve relations between personal and interpersonal, of course, within the individual mind or self. Yun. There are two or more parties involved. No. Interpersonal, there are no parties involved. May interpersonal may involve critical. Yes. Okay. There is feedback from the parties involved. No. This one. Yun.
Wow. Okay, love. Since you still got a perfect score, now I will ask you, how did you come up with this answer? Give me like a summary of what have you understand about our topic.
Okay, so to sum up our topic for this morning, ma'am. So if we talk about interpersonal communication, it occurs within the individual mind or self, while interpersonal communication involves relations between persons. Another one, In intrapersonal communication, there are no parties involved, while in interpersonal communication, there are two or more parties involved. Also, intrapersonal communication may involve critical analysis or even a response to loneliness, while in interpersonal communication, there are valid reasons for people to engage in this kind of communication. And lastly, in intrapersonal communication, there is only individual feedback, while in interpersonal communication, there is feedback from the parties involved. To simplify our lesson, if we talk about intrapersonal communication, it is all about you and yourself, while interpersonal communication, it involves two or more person having a socialization. So that is the summary for that topic that you had, ma'am.
Very good. You really understand now the intrapersonal communication and interpersonal communication. So I guess there will be no misunderstanding, especially when you see someone talking. Diba? Sometimes may mga tao na or classmates ka nakaupo lang tapos like doing or talking some
Yes.
diba, somewhat inside. So that is also intrapersonal. That is intrapersonal communication. Okay, so for our evaluation to let me evaluate your learning, uh, click essay, that one. Okay, so you will be graded 30 points for this. And I've already given you guys the criteria for the essay that you will be using, or we will be using the same criteria I've sent to our GC.
Okay, ma'am. So I will going to start, ma'am.
Yes. So read first the question.
Okay. So the question is, share the importance of expressing oneself through language. I'm done, ma'am.
Okay, so let's check. Kindly read your answer, lab.
Okay. When we look around, we might notice that for the most part, masculinity and femininity are presented in number of different ways. Thus, there are some significant differences in how language develops and how people tend to express themselves based on gender. For example, women tend to use language more rationally and use language more readily to describe their feelings or emotional state. On the other way, men tend to use language more assertive or more likely to suppress or hold back their emotions. As a result, men tend not to express emotions through language. However, these differences was never been the hindrance for men and women to understand and communicate each other.
Very good. So I will just give the points later. And nice one. citing and share the importance of expressing oneself. So click finish attempt. Okay, proceed now to the next. So lastly, for me to evaluate your understanding more, click true or false. Just, okay, lab, click the yellow circle button if you will choose true, if the statement is true, and click false if the statement is false.
Okay, ma'am. Intrapersonal communication is an internal discourse of a person. Intra. In interpersonal communication, it involves the id, ego, and superego. False. Interpersonal communication can describe action, communication, or even a certain radius. It's true. Next. Individual self-concept, perception, and expectation directly influence someone's interpersonal. True. Last. Interpersonal intern. My false. I'm done, ma'am.
Okay, now click finish attempt. And submit all and finish. Very good. It's another 100% coming from my smart student. Okay, lab. So I am glad that all of our activities you answered it 100% correct, and I am also now happy because you already understand, or you can now differentiate the interpersonal communication and interpersonal communication, and of course you also share your experiences about this one. And for your assignment, yes, click that types of speech context button there. So study in advance and other types of speech context, the dyadic communication, and small group communication. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
I can also cite a website so that you can understand easily what's this dyadic communication and small group communication. Slideshare.com. Okay, lab. So thank you so much. And what can you say about our lesson for today?
So our lesson for today is simple because um, we can relate it in our daily, or it can relate into our lives. So these two communications are good, or we need to understand these two kinds of communication for us not to uh,
Kaya mo yan, girl.
okay, for us not to misinterpret other person, especially those person who are talking themselves. They are just having their intrapersonal communication.
Very
So,
good. But how about the navigation of LMS?
So for the navigation of the LMS, ma'am, it is simple also because the interactive activities are fun, and it can give more, it can emphasize more the lesson, and it
Mhm.
become more easier because of these interactive activities.
Thank you so much. I am also happy now with the Department of Education because they've created this kind of learning management system. And at first, it may be difficult for the navigation, but once you're already familiarized on it, where or when or what you're going to click, and everything will be so smooth. And there are also different kinds of activities that you can integrate in this lesson. So for our next topic, the dyadic and small group communication, we'll be also using another interactive activity. So today we have the flashcards, the drop zone, and the true or false, the essay. For the next topic, we'll have another types of activity again that we are going to use. So is there any questions, Majela?
Nan, ma'am, thank you so much.
Do you really enjoy our class for today?
Yes, I am very happy that we have this kind of mode of learning delivery in this kind of pandemic.
Yes, I'm also thankful for that. So thank you so much again, Majilab, and enjoy your weekend. Annyeong!
Wow, thank you so much, Ma'am Nage Love and Ma'am BR. Ang galing naman, anyo. Anyway, at 2:10, in 10 minutes past 2, we will be flashing the attendance. So just wait for it. It will be flashed on screen. And for now, we are going to welcome Sir Ignacio P. Lasco and Dr. Aser M. Samsona for the feedback together with Ma'am Victoria Ruth Katigan. Hello po. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Ay,
Good afternoon.
Good
afternoon,
afternoon,
sir.
sir.
Always
Good
kind.
afternoon, bro.
Wala ako glasses.
Technology. If technology will fail us, we can do nothing about it.
Sige, yes, sir. Purag twice yun siya nagkawala.
Uh,
Anyway,
that's beyond our control.
yes, sir. So, let's start with Sir Lasco, sir. Unsa imuhang masulti sa simulation ni Ma'am VR and ni Ma'am Major Love?
Okay, good afternoon, anak. Victorian. Good. Okay, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Sir Cromwell. Good afternoon, Sir Aser.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Okay, congratulations, Victorian. Congratulations,
Thank
anak,
you po.
for having successfully deliver your lesson using the new normal approach, no? Using our uh, budget and using the online process, you successfully delivered the lesson. Okay, what I am would like to emphasize now is that the the one that you have done this afternoon is a positive approach. For the presentation presentation order of a lesson. Now, if this really done now, I would say that you have to go on this because for me, this is a very good interactive process. Um, you can also in your presentation there is what we call the parang uh, practical work approach or interactive interactive approach that the student will be able to hands on some not all senses of the students were able to be used during the delivery of the lesson, but at least many senses were able to been used in the practice. Now, I believe that if students are actively participating in the class, um, it is very good practice since learning be positively acquired when students are interacting, participating in the class. So all of us are teachers know that if a student during our class is not actively participating, he has learned or she has learned nothing. Or kung meron magaling, konti lang. Unlike sa the one who is positively or actively doing it, then almost 100% is being acquired. So, in what you have done, I would like to recommend that siguro mas mabuti kung even if our class uh, is no longer what we call that online platform. Halimbawa, magkaroon na tayo ng face-to-face. It is, siguro, dapat ganito rin ang
Mm.
mangyari, no?
Mm-mm.
Halos lahat ng mga tools ay may mga may mga gadget na. May tools na tayo. So, in order for the learning to be more active, more dynamic, then we have to use this type of approach. Diba? Mas
Yes
maganda
po.
yung may makita yung mga bata, mas maganda. In this process, parang the audiovisual, the visual aid that we are going to prepare is already interactive. Di ba? Unlike atong drawing lang, i lang na to. So this is now a good not only for this pandemic time, but this is a good ano kanang to for the all learn more using this new me, I would like to congratulate you for doing this afternoon and also to your to the other teacher who is who act as a student, no? So thank you for doing that,
Thank
for sharing your
you.
talent, your courage also, because this is not an easy job to be done presenting ourselves in front of so many. Although dili na to sila makita, but they are looking observing. So, hmm, nawala na ang akong kadre. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you po.
So overall, I would like to say
Okay.
congratulations and good job. So please do not uh, leave this year. Bring this to your school and implement this to your school. And I hope
Yes.
the others also are observing will do this also in their own school. Okay, congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much,
Sir
Sir
Ignacio P.
Ignacio P.
Nasco.
Ano po to?
Nasco.
Daghang kayong salamat.
Daghan
Daghang
po
pugog
salamat.
nakuha
Daghan po
sa
kog nakuha
na-mention
sa
ni Sir
na-mention ni
sa
Sir
iyang comments, mga
sa iyang comments,
comments.
mga
At this
comments.
time,
At this
maminawon pud
time,
nato si
minawon pud
Sir
nato
Aster
si
kung unsa
Sir
iyang
Aser kung unsa iyahang
comment kay
ma-comment kay Ma'am PR.
May hapon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon,
Good
sir.
afternoon. And to everybody who are on this line. Um, I think we can still remember John Dewey, one of the educational philosophers who is one of the most famous educator who advocated that learning will happen when the individual or the learner will do by themselves. When in fact John Dewey promoted learning by doing. It's a pragmatist point of view towards learning. You will never learn how to speak Spanish if you will not speak the language. You will learn how to use the gadget when you will do it by yourself, not by just looking at others manipulating the gadget. So for our LMS, this is a very good development of our educational sector, which utilizes this very good technology to somehow ease the burden of teachers so that the stress level of teachers by this time will be reduced to minimum because of this pandemic. And another one line that I forgot again, the author who said, learning is not a spectator sports. That means it's quite difficult for a learner to learn the concept or things when they will just be observers, when they will just be onlookers. For learning to be maximized, learners should be greatly involved in that process. That's why I quoted a while ago John Dewey, who said, learning by doing. And that is one of the things being shown by our technology, that our students, our learners by this time will never learn lessons, will never learn things from our curriculum if they will not join, if they will not participate, if they will not manipulate the gadgets. But all of us will say that our learners now are all techie,
Yes.
as if they were born with knowledge on how to manipulate the gadget. That's one of the things that actually wondered me why uh, the new generation now, even if they have not reached that school age level, and yet they know already how to use cell phones, laptops, and desktops. While those who are on the pre-departure stage in our Department of Education, there are a few who are still hesitant to hold the mouse of their desktops.
Pinapagod na.
And that simply means LMS is really for our new generation learners. This is really for them. And I am very appreciative of our Department of Education to cope with this pandemic that teachers are being capacitated to deal with our millennial learners using the gadget and somehow maximize their learning by doing. So, Mrs. Katigan with Mrs. Abasyal, thank you very much for doing your best. Miss Abasyal, I'm sorry. Thank you for doing your best, though it was interrupted by technological problems. But we know I mentioned earlier, it's beyond our control. But then again, thank you very much for showing your best. You are one of the models of today's teachers who showed your best to help other teachers who do not have the courage yet to show themselves in the camera. Again, thank you very much of modeling the use of the learning management system. That means making use of all the technology at this time for us to continuously deliver our goods to our learners. Daghan kayong salamat.
Thank you, sir.
Continue to grow and keep all the time. God bless everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Salamat kaayo, Ma'am VR. And thank you so much, Dr. Aser M. Samsona, for anang every time you speak na ay mga bits of information na very meaningful. Thank you so much, Ma'am VR. Bye. Sir, before
Thank you,
you go,
sir.
do you have any message, Sir Aser, to our senior high school teachers?
Okay, thank you very much, Com, for giving me another time. Sa tanang mga magtutudlo sa senior high school, labi na din sa ato ang sa Tomas West District. Salamat kaayo sa inyong pagpakabana sa tanan nga mi-join karon og naminaw. Hinaot unta na dili ta magpadala niining pandemic. Dili ta magkumpiyansa that we will not be facing our students and we will not prepare ourselves. Remember the lines of our secretary. Kahit may COVID-19, tuloy pa rin ang edukasyon ng ating mga kabataan. So, with that note, my fellow educators of the senior high school, let us continue striving for the best that we can give to our learners, because I still believe the future of our nation depends on how are we going to mold our future leaders today. Let us not be wary of updating ourselves with the technology, with the different strategies that will help us ease up our responsibilities of teaching our students. If ever we will fall short of our energy, always remember that to connect to the source of that infinite energy and power, we have our God who can give us all the things that we need. So long as we will call up to Him, He is very much willing and faithful to give us what we need. So my fellow educators, please continue moving forward for us to succeed in our struggle against coronavirus and still continue to educate our young learners for them to be able to face the future. Thank you very much to all the technical working group who made this activity today successful despite of some challenges in our technology. Thank you, Cromwell, and thank you to my comrade here, Mr. Lasco, to Mr. Clemente Timbal, our district supervisor, to our TWG, led by Mr. Larutin. Thank you very much. God bless. God bless you.
You're welcome, sir. Thank you so much, Dr. Aser M. Samsona. Daghang kayong salamat sa words of encouragement. And this time, of course, mangutana punta kang Sir Ignacio Pilasco kung unsa iyahang mensahe sa mga teachers sa ato ang district, especially sa senior high school.
Hello. Okay, hello.
Hello, sir.
Okay, so good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon to the
Hapon,
senior high
sir.
school department. Good afternoon, Sir Cromwell. How are you today? Okay, my message to all senior high school is that we know that senior high school is on the next step of from junior high school. So we consider ourselves most of the students or parents says that if there is no senior high school, their children are already college. So meaning to say that senior high school is older than junior. It's called senior because it is more older in terms of age and in terms of learning also. Di ba? So, that is
Correct, sir.
my message is that continue to search more approaches in which we will be different in terms of learning process from the junior because the junior are the middle parts of the education ladder from elementary, junior, and senior. So we are on the extreme higher stream of the education ladder of the basic education. Since after senior, students are or the children will proceed to college. So this is how the preparation of our students for the college life. So therefore, we will treat our students differently. Let's say a an opening for the college life of the students. So since that is our role, we have to prepare ourselves also in order that we will be able to help students prepare their path. We will be able to help students prepare their road. I probably believe that teachers are not or should not prepare the student or should not prepare a road for the student. But our role is to prepare the students for their road. This is what our role. So therefore, since that is our role, we have to prepare what we have done this afternoon. So this is a good practice of our department to help the students prepare their road. And I am congratulating all teachers who are participating in this particular particular activity so that we will be able to help also ourselves in helping others in preparing their own food. And congratulations for all teachers and especially for those who um, are accepting the role as the assignment leader and a teach student, in this particular webinar now. And thank you. And please be safe and please prepare no prepare yourselves for these coming to come in which we start our class. And that's all. And I'm also very thankful for everyone, especially my colleagues, Sir Aser, for also helping me, and also um, our district supervisor Timbal for also uh, informing me that I am also included in this particular activity. And that's all. Good afternoon again.
Thank you kaayo Sir Lasco. Daghan kayong salamat. Bye sir. Salamat kayo sa imuhang mga gwapo nga words of encouragement, sa imong message o sa tanan. Daghan po kayong salamat sa inyo ha sir sa inyong suporta. Thankful po kaayo. Thank you sir. Okay. So, since tapos na tayo, parang wala namang mga tanong, may nag-greet dito si Ma'am Rian. Job well done. Galing nga yun, oy. I guess referring to VR and Ma'am Mage Love. Tapos, na nag-comment isa si Kadung Dalman. Sir Kadung? Galing nga, oy. Congratulations. Thank you kaayo sa mga active participants. And this time, we will share to you the link of our Katami Daily Evaluation. So, kita nyo na ba? Yan. So, that's our link for the evaluation. Yan. So, ang nakuha ko during this day, so far based on Sir Lasco's comments, feedback, usually, dapat daw engaging yung activity and based on what he noticed, engaging, tapos may practical work approach and a better na may active participation ang bata, ang learner, kumpara to passive participation. Because according to him, there is learning when there is active participation. And according to Sir Aser, sabi niya, he recalled one of the famous philosophers, tama ba? Philosophers? In education, John Dewey, he said, learning will happen if the individual will do the things by themselves. In short, you learn by doing. That's very famous and popular up until now. Halos lahat marunong yan. Alam yan. And the root of that is kailangan turuan natin yung bata na gumawa para matuto siya. And one thing is that learning is not a spectator sports. And one more thing is that ang challenge na lang ngayon is karamihan kasi sa teachers ayaw, especially when it comes to technology, even if yung mga yung mga bago pa lang, they are not open. Tapos yung mga estudyante natin, they are very good. That's why this is one of the things that will help us in order for us to improve the way we teach. In different ways, makakatulong talaga ito sa atin. Okay, and at this point, we will be sharing to you the link for Day 4 MOL for tomorrow's activity. I hope makikita nyo na on the screen. Yan. Please save those links para bukas, madalin lang kayo makapasok. And I hope during the attendance, nakita nyo yung link tapos nakapasok kayo kaagad. And congratulations for the top 5 early birds this morning. I'll call general po ito. Ma'am Zarina Marie Timbal from Bobongon Elementary School. Second is
Himiyoshi M. Paraiso from San Jose Elementary School. Congratulations po, Abdi ka, oy. Another one, we have Miss Iris Casinas from Santo Tomas Central Elementary School. Next is Chucky Jean Carcido from Marsman National High School. And Ma'am Mary Joy Salvacion from Talos Elementary School. Sa mga hindi nakapasok sa top 5, we have still this afternoon at para sa bukas na attendance na naman. So, congratulations. So far, elementary yung namayagpag ngayong araw na ito. Congratulations po, especially for those who are very supportive. Sabi ni Ma'am Francis Dayan Lasea, congrats to all the simulators. Thank you, Sad. Kaayo, Ma'am Dayan. And sabi ni Ma'am Victorian Ruth Katigan, thank you kaayo po. Wow. I think mag-best friends ito silang dalawa. So, and this time, parang wala na ba? Walang questions, wala nang bagong comment. And thank you so much for the technical working group, to our leader in the technical working group, headed by our PSDS, Sir Clemente Tembal, supported by the equally handsome mga principals, Sir Lasco, Sir Aser, and all the principals of Santo Tomas West District, si Ma'am Agnes, isa pa, hindi ko memorize, I'm so sorry. And special for the senior high school yon. And now, wala na, okay na yung link ng Katame, naka-flash na sa screen. So you may answer them later and be early for tomorrow. To end this, I would like to leave you the words of Nelson Mandela. Sabi niya, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Let us change the world by doing the best that we can. See you tomorrow. Thank you so much. Bye, everyone.